Okay.
Hi, I'm Matt Gasek with Rockstars Magazine. I have the honor and privilege of interviewing Mr. Wolf Hoffman of the legendary Accept.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you
Excellent.
for being here with us.
You bet.
Just want to ask you a few questions for our readers.
Shoot away. Fire away.
I'm a big fan of the Kick-Ass movie, and I know there's sequels coming out. They're calling it Balls to the Wall.
I've heard about that.
Are you guys on the soundtrack to your knowledge?
I think, funny enough, we're not. I mean, we just heard about that there's going to be a movie out with that title, but as far as I know, no.
Oh.
Which is bizarre. How can you make a movie and we're not in the soundtrack? I don't know.
It hurts me to know.
Nobody
that.
asked, at least, so they might use it without us knowing, but I can hardly imagine that.
I can hardly imagine that also.
So we'll see.
Okay. Well, you're in Chicago right now. Here in Chicago, we're fond of German beer. What would you say is an authentic, good German beer for us Chicagoans to drink?
Oh gosh, there's so many. You know, in Germany, every city has their own local brewery, and if you ask 10 Germans which the best beer is, they would all tell you something different. I happen to be from Cologne, and they had a beer there. It's called Kölsch. And if you ask the people in Cologne, there's even a gazillion opinions which one of those best Kölsches there is. So, I mean, I'll go with something safe and say, I don't know, let's see, Vicula Pils.
Vicula Pils.
That's actually not very safe. That's kind of obscure, but there you have it.
That is obscure, but if ever we're in Germany, we might be able to get something like that.
You will never get it over here.
Hey, what are you guys doing the rest of the summer? I know that this album is your best to date, and I'm very happy to hear that. Are you going to be touring, supporting or headlining anything else this summer, like any big?
We have a huge touring schedule. We're right in the middle of it. We've been touring since January right now, and we're going to continue all the way into July, and then we're going to stop and start writing some new songs. And this tour right now brings us all the way through North America, and then going into South America, then back to Europe, and then finally it's time to take a break because we've been on the road non-stop here.
It sounds grueling. Actually, that does lead me to my next question. When do you think you'll have a new album to follow up with the success of
Well,
this
if all goes well, we'll hop right back into the studio later this fall.
Okay. And
I mean, keep in mind we don't have a shred of music written yet, but hopefully, you know, if it goes as smooth as the last one, you know, we'll crank it out.
Is Andy going to be producing the next one also?
He better.
He's awesome, by the way.
I know he is.
Yes.
I mean, he's a great guy, great producer, perfect for the job for this band, definitely. Yeah, so we'll definitely have him on board. Yeah.
So what's been the highlight so far of your basically your resurgence, the tour that you've done, you know, since January? What's been your highlight?
I mean, the highlight is the reaction of the fans in general, and as far as touring wise, I think we've had some real phenomenal gigs. Some of them with AC/DC, some of those headlining festivals in one of those Sonisphere festivals. Sorry about that.
Oh, don't be. Popular man.
Sorry about that.
I don't want to talk us.
We headlined a bunch of festivals in Eastern Europe, all the way to Turkey, and that was a phenomenal experience. Like, we've never been to Turkey in our life, and here we are headlining in a stadium right on the Bosporus, and everybody knew the stuff. Everybody was singing along, Princes of the Dawn, like, you know, it's one of those mind-blowing experiences to come back after all these years and to experience that.
Well, you guys look really good. I mean, you've aged really, really well. I can't say the most for most rock stars. So it looks like you have quite a bit of longevity ahead of you. It's like you guys.
Well, we had a good long break to recharge our batteries too, you know. But you know, hopefully, I mean, everybody's in a good spirit right now, and all goes well. We'll keep doing this for a long, long time. You know.
Well, I remember. I know I'm little now, but even when I was smaller, I was the first video I remember seeing on MTV was Balls to the Wall, and I remember wearing my Army shirt and banging my head against the wall, and it's really an honor to meet you, sir.
All right, my pleasure.
All right, that's Matt Gasek with Rockstars Magazine, here with the Mighty Wolf of Accept, and you guys continue to rock.
There you have it.